If you've been in business, you know the people that have been there for a long time now.
Yes. I don't. Well, it's fine. It's on the other computer. Oh.
Morning, everybody. Everybody got their command up?
Let's take off the. Let's take off the photo. Okay. Oh, do you want me to on?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You don't know.
Yes, of course.
You-
Yeah, we do.
Morning, everybody. How's everybody's weekend?
Good.
I want everybody to tell us exactly what you guys did this week. Any positive things? No? Why she brings it up? No positive? Okay, give me some negative. Give me something negative. Either positive or negative. Okay, nobody wants to talk. It's okay. Just for that, I'm gonna pick on everybody. Okay. Okay. You give me an answer. You give me an answer.
Okay.
Is it being zoomed too?
Yes.
It follows you sometimes, huh? Here. Right, so everybody here has command. Yeah, command, yeah, command, yeah, command. Are we using command? Yeah? Raise your hand.
I mean, I started.
Oh, you only started?
To
Okay,
use it.
okay,
Same.
same. Do you have any contacts in there yet? Think about how many?
But I did it manually.
Oh, you did it manually. Okay, that was a nice challenge. How many contacts you have? You have any yet? No? Okay. You have some contacts in yours, huh? Go to your,
Never used it.
go to your contacts right here.
Okay.
This little one right here?
Right here, oh,
Yeah.
girls? I got it.
No, no, on the top one. Yeah, that's sorry about that.
Oh, we're all in here.
Yeah, so you have some contacts.
Okay.
All right. And go to your 33 things on the top that you have to do.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go back to home. Home. Of course, she has some stuff to do right there. Easy stuff to do to download. The first one is to download command on your phone. Does everybody have it on the phone too? This command can be on your phone. Now, we're not gonna go over all that right now. What we're gonna go over is some of the fundamentals, and we're gonna get into the heavy stuff, of course, because everybody likes the juicy stuff, correct? But we're gonna get into some of the basics, because just like anything, you need a foundation. If you don't have a foundation, what are you gonna build on? So we're gonna go ahead and start with some of the basics. And I know that Joseph just joined us, but we'll ask him the question that I asked everybody else, like, how many contacts do you have on your command, on your
On the
database?
command, I have about 280.
About 280, okay. Now, a lot of us have put it in there manually, correct? But we do know that we could export and import a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet, correct? So we can do that. Now, What are we gonna use command for? What are we gonna use our CRM for? Can I get some responses from everybody here? What do you have, what is some of the functions that you will get from your CRM or your command? What are some of the functions? Raise your hand if you like.
Command, I use the opportunities to, if I do a deal, and that's how it goes. to the office.
So you use command to find opportunities.
No, it's multiple opportunities, but that's where you put all, paperwork, you're gonna close a deal, you just have to, add it into that section.
It's a really neat program. It actually, you have listings that actually walks you through them. I mean, it's really, really a neat program. I think that you guys are driving a Ferrari and some people are not even using it. So what other functions do you get from your CRM that you feel is positive?
On my contacts, if I know, if I have some clients who are interested in an area, I just, send, in that area where they're interested, it goes to command. So I put it through that, list contacts, so I added, and if they get an email, once a month. With that,
So you have a drip campaign already set up. You know what a drip campaign is? We're gonna get into that. That's kind of like in the deeper side, but do you know what a drip campaign is?
no.
No, okay. All right, well, since I mentioned it, let me tell you what a drip campaign, and we're gonna get into that. Again, we're gonna go back over to the basics, just I wanna make sure that you understand the fundamentals and how you're gonna benefit from using your CRM. But what is a drip campaign? A drip campaign is if I meet somebody or I have a list and I call somebody, I need to follow up. But technology now allows you to put them on a drip campaign. A drip campaign would be, say for instance, you have drip campaign number 1, first-time buyers. Drip campaign number 2, potential seller. Drip number 3, potential listing. Now, there are a couple of items that'll be going out when you specify, whether it's every week, every month, but it's on autopilot. So you don't have to do anything. Those auto campaign emails go out regularly without you having to do anything. Now, how interesting that is when you do it once and you do the job right once, that's all you have to do, then basically it goes on automatically. So everybody needs to have drip campaigns, but we have to have contacts in there in order for us to establish drip campaigns. Now, what is another function that we see from a CRM? And again, I just want to have an understanding of what you know, and actually so that I can go ahead and go deeper into it. What other functions do we get from a CRM that are beneficial for our business besides what she mentioned, which is somewhat like drip campaigns? Anything else? I want some participation.
Drip campaigns, the benefits is that it automatically sends properties to, your clients.
Cool. What other benefit do you think you have? Any other benefit besides a drip campaign that you would have on your CRM? Think about it.
Follow-up.
Follow-up is a very good one. That's probably one of the biggest one. Any other one?
Categories.
Categories is also a big one. So you can categorize your customers by seller, buyer, potential, prospect, friends, family, business. So you categorize it. So we said categorize, drip campaign, follow-up. What other thing that we have in CRM that we could benefit from?
I rarely, I'm not too familiar with it, so.
Okay. All right, no, well, we're gonna get familiar. Like I said, we first want to go through the fundamental, the basics, so that we understand why we're doing this. The way that I teach and the way that I've trained is, I don't just start, I tell you where we're going and how we're gonna get there. And we talk about that so that we know exactly how we're gonna get there, and there's no surprises, okay? So now, I'm gonna ask you a question, because I asked it for everybody. How many contacts do you have in your database? Do you know more or less? 100, 200, 1,000?
Maybe 200.
Do you have command also? Do you know how to log into it? Do you think you could do that for us while we're right here talking? Because everybody's gonna be working off of command. That is your CRM, and it's, like I said, it's like a Ferrari. So you really have a lot of benefits in that CRM. So we're gonna go through it, but again, we're gonna go back to the fundamentals. Now, going back to the fundamentals. Everybody has a phone, correct?
Yes.
Now, these are contacts that are in here. You may not work on because it doesn't have a drip campaign and it doesn't have a follow-up system. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that a CRM has. But you have a large database. Now go to it if you have an iPhone. Go under contacts. Go under contacts. And where I'm going somewhere with this, okay? So go to your contacts. Here's your contacts. Now, on the right-hand side, there's an alphabet, correct? A, B, C, D, D, D. Go to Z. Press Z down there. And it's gonna take you like to your total, to the last contacts you have, okay? Now scroll down, and it'll give you a number of how many contacts you have. How many do you have?
600.
600, that's a good amount. How about you? 150, okay, how about you?
Since I talk to a lot of agents and brokers,
Uh-huh,
it's funny, I have like 1,500 contacts.
that's good, 1,500. How about the master of disaster over here? How many do you have?
5,690.
5,600, we're all gonna get there, it's just a matter of time. And a little bit of gray hair, but we will get there. We will get there, okay? Now, he probably has it very, kind of in place. I also have quite a bit of context. What I did and what I'm gonna help you do is categorize, which we talked about that already. That's one of the things that we could do with a CRM. But there's a lot of manual labor that goes into that, and that's kind of where we're gonna start, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of people on their database, but they don't have it categorized. So you really cannot just say, okay, you know what, today I'm gonna send a video to all my past customers. Click, all the past customers come up, boom, the video goes out. How beautiful it would be for you to do that, for them to see your face, for them to know that you're still in real estate and that you're touching them, even though you're not physically touching them. Now, say for instance, now you want to send something to your past customers or your prospects. You can go ahead and send them just to your prospects. Say for instance, we want to put a drip campaign for certain kind of sellers. We do a drip campaign for sellers. It's a neat program. I'm glad that you guys are here. I know that most of you are new, but if you start the foundation, you get it right, you will one day have 5,000, 6,000 contacts, and you can contact them just with a push of a button. Okay, now, are those contacts in your database? Somewhat? Are those contacts in your database? Somewhat? Okay. I taught you guys on the previous class how you can get everything that's in your phone into an Excel spreadsheet. And you're saying, how do I do that? I want to know. Okay. Because we're starting with the fundamentals, we can't go ahead and send out a drip campaign right now to our contacts because you haven't sorted them out. So say for instance, I said, okay, get started today. We're gonna work off of command and we're gonna go ahead and send an email and a video to our past customers or to our sphere of influence or to our prospects that we're working from that we got from open houses. So for instance, we have over 200. Joseph has maybe over 200 leads that he got from an open house. Say for instance, he wants to send them all an email and maybe a video. I'm gonna throw video in there because some people do it, I do it, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. Whether you do it or not, that's gonna be up to you. But imagine if he sends out a video today to 200. He can't touch 200 on one day. As a matter of fact, sometimes they're not even home. So he may call them, follow up, but if he sends an email, it lands in their mailbox, they open it, there's a video with his happy face right there saying, hey, I'm here. I want to follow up with you, see how you're doing with your home search. I'd like to schedule something. So that's what we're gonna get to, so where we can go ahead and do that on a regular basis, but the follow-up, it's important. When you meet somebody and they give you your name, you put it in your phone, And for the most part, you tell them, oh, nice meeting you. I'll be in touch with you. We'll call you, da, 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 da. You put your phone in your pocket, you walk away. 90% of the time, it doesn't get done. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm also gonna teach you how to follow up, put it on your phone and follow up effectively. But automatically, it's gonna go into your database. And then you could have a database and look at all the new people or the new people that you met. And then follow up with them because they're as new contacts. You haven't categorized them. You're gonna go back and say, okay, today I met 10 people at this event or 20 people at this open house. They all got in automatically because we put them on our phone. Now they're in our database. How do you do that? I'm gonna teach you. But I want you to get in the habit of putting things into your phone. And then automatically, we're gonna put it into your database. But when you have it in your database, it's gonna say Joe Lopez with a phone number. Who is Joe Lopez with a phone number? Well, I think I shared with him the notes area, where you put notes of what happened in that event. And then you could associate it with somebody on your phone. You could associate it to Joseph. I could associate things to Joseph, knowing that that lead came from Joseph on my phone. As I do that on my phone, which is you normally have your phone, it gets done. When you open up your computer, your laptop, that contact is already up there. Bam, automatically. So you don't have to do manual input. You already manually put it in here. Now with an app that I'm about to show you, it gets automatically pulled in there. Now, there's gonna be a little bit of technical deficiency for some individuals here where you may not understand what we're doing. But I'll be patient with you and I'll go ahead and help you. But we have to build a database. In order for the database to work, we don't have people in the database and really, what are we managing? We're not managing anything. But I'm also gonna teach you the following thing. I've already started here with my friend, and that is we're gonna get a list for you. A list of people you wanna target. Because we are in real estate. We do have to prospect. We do have to make calls. We do have to be actively. It's rare that somebody comes to the door and says, I'd like to buy a house and I want you to represent me, or I want to sell my house, I want you to represent me. We have to go out and hunt. But what are we hunting if we don't have people to call? So what we're gonna learn as well in this class is to get a list. Now, give you an example. Say, for instance, you want to work NODs. You know what NODs are? Notice the defaults, people that are losing their house. And you want to target a certain city. You want to target Brentwood, and you want to target the people that are losing their house, that have so much equity. So for instance, you want to target Russians that are making over 250,000 in a certain zip code with phone numbers. Ooh. So for instance, maybe you want to target, and I'm not picking on anybody because of their country, nothing. So you want to, target Hispanic, Spanish-speaking individuals that make $250,000 more and that live in the city of Santa Monica. So we have a program where you look that up, we come up with, say, 500 or 1,000, whatever it is. We get that list, it's an Excel spreadsheet or CSV, and we put it into your database. Now, instead of you having 600 or 1,200, now you're gonna have 3,000 or 2,000. Man, all those contacts, but they're really not my contacts. Well, they're a list, and you could categorize them in your database as the list for Brentwood, Spanish speaking, English, or whatever, making 250. So it's isolated. You can isolate your other contacts, like your past customers over here, your sellers, and your list. Now we get to work. We pick up our sleeves. And we say, you know what? Now I'm gonna get my CRM to work with me or work for me. We're gonna make calls. We're gonna send emails. We're gonna put them on a drip campaign so that it could automatically be sending them out. And who knows? Some people may want to even do door knocking. And the other one, you may want to send out mailers. It still works, people. It still works. Now, I don't know if you have the budget, but you could start off small. I'll tell you a story right now. I was with an agent this weekend. She put out a postcard with a 2-1 buy down, 2-1 buy down, and she had like 10 success stories, because she's been doing it consistently. She said, out of that, I got somebody that called me. I was able to sell her house, help her buy, but she referred me to friends of hers, and they also sold and bought. So 6 transactions off of the postcards, and that was just one. She said, I've been getting successful people, calling me because of the postcard that I'm sending. It's a real nice postcard. It shows the example of a 2-1 buy down. You start at 6.5, you could buy it down to 4.5. Your payment is XYZ at 4.5. Very attractive. Call me and we'll get you started. And, so she's very successful. I have very successful realtors that work on NODs. They do nothing but NODs, and they get 2 to 3 listings a month. But they send out about 10,000 postcards. The budget for a 10,000 postcard is about $2,000, almost $3,000. But they're getting 3 listings out of it. So mailers do work, but you have to be consistent. You can't just say, I'm gonna send out 5,000 postcards and expect everybody to just call you. It has to be continuously. How many of you get mail at home? Everybody. Some of them are real nice, huh? They catch your attention like, wow, this is a nice one. Like I got the one for Planet Fitness. $24 down, $10 a month. I was like, wow, who's not gonna go into this one? It was nice and purple, real big. So we all get postcards, we all get solicitation, and sometimes we act upon it. So it still does work. And of course, your cold calling is always gonna be something. I mean, Joseph is an expert here in cold calling. He does it all day and he gets appointments and he gets people that are interested. So all of that we get from the CRM. Now let's get started. Okay, I want you guys to open up your computer, go to, and I believe you've done this already, Contact Plus. Okay, go to the word contact on our new website, contact, and then the plus sign. Contact Plus, you can put it up here. Now, you're asking me, what are we doing here? This is the tool that's gonna help you. This is the tool that's gonna help you upload or transfer all your phone numbers and names from your phone. Because that's where we start. Many of you may not have a lot of past customers because you may be new to the industry, so you don't have tons of past customers, correct? Or I will tell you, hey, you got your database? Yeah, I have 5,000. Say Frank was one sitting down here and we wanted to get help in command. Oh, yeah, 5,000. Let's get started. Let's put them right into command and let's get you started with the list. Let's move forward. He's experienced. He has that list. He has a large database. New people don't have that large database yet. So we're gonna start with the fundamentals of getting you your contacts from your phone, which is your sphere of influence, into your database, and then we're gonna sit down individually to get a list of who you want to target, whether it's NODs, whether it's empty nesters, whether it's free and clear properties, people making certain kind of income, or certain positions like a doctor or attorney, and I will help you with that, okay? Want you to grow. So we got here. So now go into new. You could put this down, if you don't mind, right here. This one. So now we're gonna go into get started or sign up. Sign up on the top.
Sorry, Oscar, you go to Contact Plus, and then what is the link that you click? So,
Does it look like this?
no, I went to Contact Plus, and it's like this.
Contact and the number plus? It works with either one or the other. Go in there and type contact.
Contact Plus.
together. Right next to the phone.
Like this?
Log in. So,
I have this, I don't know.
you haven't done this before? I think I did this with you, no? Okay.
For the person.
Okay, so we should all be at this, screen. By a raise of hands, who has, Gmail? Okay, Gmail works perfectly, integrates perfectly, and I'm glad that you do have Gmail. So sign in with your Google. You should have the passcode.
So from here to.
Sign in,
Oh, this one.
sign in, and then it's gonna give you an option to sign in with Google.
Okay.
And the reason why we're doing that, is because Google works seamlessly with this. And a lot of people have their database with Gmail. When you put a number in, it synchronizes to Gmail. If you don't have that done, I'll help you do it so that everything that you put in your phone goes in there. But everybody here has an iPhone, correct? For the most part? Yes? Okay, it's gonna be easier for me to help you when you connect with the iCloud, and I'll show you what it does. Okay, so now go to connect Google Contacts.
Right now, Gmail, should I create a new account?
You don't have Gmail? Okay, so then you would just,
Think I'll be new.
so you go in as a new person with your email. you set
I
that
don't
in.
remember.
Okay, so right here, what's asking you is if you allow Contact Plus to connect with Google account. By the way, it's free. And let me just share with you what it does so that, I think I did, but I'm gonna share it again so you don't think we're gonna mess up your phone or mess up your contacts. Say for instance, you have contacts on your iPhone. And before that, you put them in your Gmail. You have contacts in 2 places. Some people have them in 3 places. I had them in 3 places. Okay, I had it on my vanity email, which is Oscar @ Campa. Then I had one that I use for real estate, which is my lender Oscar. Like, okay, 1, 2, then I have my iCloud. So I had 3 places. It's very hard to keep track of your database in 3 different locations. You need to have them centralized in 1 place. Number 1. The other thing is we're gonna do is with this app, whatever you put in your phone automatically updates the database, so you don't have to do double entry. Okay, so now go ahead and press yes, access. Go down. It's not gonna harm your,
Well, no, this isn't our personal one, this is the office.
oh, you don't have a personal one? Yes. Unless you could set one up for
Put my
him
passport somewhere.
and let it be his, and you could just walk it with us so we can see what you're doing.
Also, sorry, I'm having trouble.
You're in already, you're in
Yeah.
already, you're in already.
After I put password, some of my notes. Okay.
Okay, I cannot help you with the password. I really wish I could, but I can't. What did you say?
No, we're just.
So you don't have a Gmail yourself?
I do, but.
You don't wanna do this? Okay.
Where is my
All right, so
password?
And he doesn't know his password, so we can't help him because
No, I put it here on the phone.
you don't know your Gmail and password either? Can you request it so that they could send you, like, say for instance, right now you were at the bank and you need to take out some money, like $100,000 and you need to get your password? What would you do? You would forgot password and they're gonna email you the password or send it to your
But
phone.
then like everything have to start. It's okay, I'm looking at, yeah. I'll just go in there.
Do you want to hear?
What? Huh?
Do you want to hear?
But it's not gonna start from the beginning, like setting it up,
Yeah.
because it's already set up. You don't have.
Which password? Yeah, I don't, yeah. I don't remember.
No, but. It should be on the one.
It's okay, I just-
Okay, well then set a new one. You won't be able to participate in this. So we're gonna have you sign in,
It was in notes.
and without your Google, just a new account. You understand?
No, I just get the forward and then. It's tricky, like, I go back to home and I.
This is the most recent one, I still will be on one of those.
I don't wanna be completely, I'm not sure. Yeah,
Well, if you don't have your Google, you can sign in regularly.
no, I do have a Google using it specifically for real estate, so that's, I wanna log in, like, it's okay now because.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't wanna
sure.
create a new account.
And I don't wanna argue with you, it's okay if you wanna do it that way, but by setting up a account with, I thought it doesn't mess up your Google at all.
It's okay, just.
Well, I won't be able to help you synchronize. Because you have to have the account.
My phone's.
You're in it, you're in it already. Okay. She's in it, you're not in it.
Oh,
Did he go into it?
he doesn't know what his Gmail is. He doesn't know where it came from. If you want to sign up.
I could sign in and then just
Okay.
show a little bit of what you could do for that. All right, so let's look up at the screen. You guys should have all this screen in front of you, correct? Everybody has the screen in front of them? Yes? Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go to where it says, sync sources. And do you have options right there for Gmail or for iCloud?
I have to add.
Yes, add. Everybody add and put iCloud. We're gonna start with iCloud first. So that I don't go ahead of everybody, can you let me know when you've done that? Also?
Yeah.
You did that already?
I'm still on this.
Okay, go on the top, sync sources,
See, I don't see that.
on the top banner.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's what we're here for, to help. Sync sources.
Oh, that,
Okay, so you have your Gmail connected, add sync source in the bottom, add
Oh.
sync source. Add iCloud,
I got right here.
yes. You're gonna need a two-step, you need to create a two-step, password. I'll show you, that's why it was a little complicated. If you wanna sit down with her, see what she's doing, because that's where a lot of people get stuck in setting up their iCloud, because you need a two-step verification for iCloud, so. Okay, so everybody should be right here. Oops. Correct? So we should be right here, and then we press connect iCloud. And then it's asking you for your information. Now, because iCloud is not just easy to connect, this is probably like where people get frustrated, I even get frustrated. Because we have to use a two-step. At the bottom, it says two-step verification,
Yeah.
okay? Now, there's a process right there. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So press where it says Apple ID. What's it? Do it for me. Okay, I don't know how you do that.
Forgot how.
No, the create. Yeah, okay, so you guys have that screen? Because it's gonna be a little bit hard right there. You have that screen, Joseph,
I forgot my password.
for your iCloud?
Yeah.
No. It's not that you forgot it, it's just that it's asking for a two-step, so you don't need to reset it. Okay. Right here. So follow along, okay? So in the bottom, it says create a two-step. Create that right there. Press it right there. Now in there, step number one, it says Apple ID, apple.com, press in there. Everybody should be on here. Go down. And then sign in. Again. And this is not me, okay? This is Apple protecting you. To just go along with it, okay? Give me the password. Go on. So this is what it should have done, and then you get an Apple ID, again. Don't shoot the messenger, this is just part of iCloud, but once you get this done, you're gonna say, wow, thank you, Oscar, we're good. Anybody done that? How about you,
Yes, sir.
Jojo? Okay, put in your email.
My email. Already?
Did you do what I asked you to do to go to that other place?
Sorry.
You went here?
Yeah.
I'll put it in. Enter. Enter. Use. You don't have it written down, Omar?
No, I set home.
Go to the, forget password and tell me when you catch up, when I pull it and continue. All right, so now we go to right here, where it says account security. And I made a mistake again, this time I went. Okay, app specific password. So this is the ones I have, I don't wanna change it. You should. Does this generate an app specific password? Go ahead. Okay, generate it. That's right there, now right there, you're gonna put contact plus. So what we're doing is we're developing a password for contact plus because contact plus is saying Apple was, yes, create. Okay, for your Hotmail, right now it's asking you, let me see if it's giving you two password for your Hotmail. Use this email to get into iCloud,
Yes.
then it's your iCloud password. Not the, not what about that. All right. Copy that. Highlight it. Copy it. Okay, now go to you sign in for contact us. Remember we started with signing in. Maybe minimize this.
Let's,
I have to create a password.
Yes. I'll put that password there.
not that.
Sign in. You're in.
Oh, my goodness, remember that.
No, that was just one time.
Okay.
Once you have access, it'll always be the same, okay? So now, it's synchronizing, okay? It's synchronizing your
Now with my
data
phone,
by your contacts, yeah,
from my phone.
yes. So Hotmail's already done. Now we're doing. Oh, your iCloud has a Hotmail email. Yeah, so it's updating right now. You find this, sir?
I'm trying to get my password. I don't know. It says click show and no, click show.
Okay, now, because it's sending you a message on your Mac, if you didn't get it? Oh. Okay. Let's go to your contacts. Okay, now, well, we're gonna wait for Joseph. I'm hoping Joseph gets this. And
Sorry,
did you try to get your password reset or you didn't do that?
I did,
You don't
I
know?
did decide to follow. Let's do it.
give me 1 second.
I already said that that's for sure. I thought it's on my phone, but it's not.
I got it.
Okay, so now let's go back to. You take over?
Yes.
I'll tell you when I need your password. Down, okay?
This is my Apple ID and password.
Okay, let's see if you remember.
Email.
Thank you, Laura, for your patience. No fall asleep on us. And I'll tell you the beautiful feature that it's gonna help you right now that you already did that. It's gonna really amazing. So hopefully it works out. Let's just see if Joseph here catches up with us.
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, you sign in. Allowed.
It's allowed, yeah.
Done.
Copy that number?
Oh, Can you get it there? Reset code. Two. Two. 6. 3, 5. There, can you?
Right there, contact plus. Now put your password to go into, iCloud.
Contact plus.
So.
Thank you. Yes. First one.
How do you, select that?
Select.
Copy? It's the right thing.
I think I have to put my password. Right?
Okay, go on to.
No, it's still there.
Right here, copy it again.
I'm gonna go see this. In the files.
That's your.
That's not fun.
Okay, so that's one.
We bet you don't lose.
There.
The 6. Okay.
Right there, right there. Right next to the bottom.
Hey, guys, I have an off mark if anyone is interested. Breakthrough.
Oh, you did it, huh?
I have an off mark in breakthrough. Condo again. So that's been 1.3. It's about 1,800 square foot. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 25 ceilings. Very bright, 2 balconies and a private space. Marble floors, indoor pool, spa, sauna, and gym area, side by side parking spaces. HOA 650. Asking price 1.35. Hey, that's great. They were with you.
Give me his number. Where's the off-market city? Brentwood?
Yeah, so they're gonna see that gem on T there.
Are you gonna list it or you're not gonna? For a while? You want to open that?
So the other building? That's all. We don't know that you want.
Probably on one street. I thought it was.
Good at
Yeah,
that.
we just did. There's one in the house.
Get fired and stuff. All right, everybody, we're going back to our class. Okay, everybody up in the top. So what we did, we were able to get your phone, your iPhone connected to the system. Okay? This is big. I know that, you know, you may have stressed out doing it, but we did it. And whoever needs help will do it after. Okay, so now you have your iPhone being synchronized with the system. So if you go to contacts, everybody go to contacts. Some of you lost.
Huh? You hear it? Yeah.
And in here, you're gonna see how many contacts you have. How many contacts do you have?
71.
Is that accurate? Do you think that's accurate? More or less? Your phone has more. So then it might be still synchronized. You said you had how many on your phone? 1,200? And how many are in there? 100?
171.
Okay, so it may still be updated. Unless, no, it still should be updated. Joseph, how many do you have on your?
What? Yeah, how are you doing, Joe? Jojo, how you doing?
Are we looking fresh?
Always meeting.
Those are great, those are from that.
I don't have it.
I'm not too familiar. with
Oh, it is.
Um,
Well, I made it.
So the easiest one is that, but I did notice that there's an open house. Yeah. Yeah, here's the one. Yeah, it's not where the Charlotte's.
All right, go to your phone. Go to your phone.
It's a, 292 back.
Go to your phone.
I don't,
Go
yeah.
to
that's the only
settings.
open-
Over here, Joseph. Apple ID.
That I'm not sure. Because I didn't ask, I can ask Greg, I asked.
Show off.
Do you have?
Don't you have access to the MLS? You can get a whole list of open houses in the area. On there. There's an MLS class on Thursday, the 25th, 11th. Is it Zoom on it? Not available.
It'll be on Zoom.
Then you can go to the house tonight, I think. Nobody had you.
I would also, I would just bring it up.
No, that's what you have to do. So,
So guys. I'm like. You want a ranch office? I don't yet. And I text him, I go, hey, are you on Celebrity IOU? Like, yeah.
Okay, so it's syncing and it should transfer all the information shortly. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer and if it doesn't, we'll sit down with you after. Okay, but I'm gonna go on just because of the sake of 10 more minutes that we have and why we did this. Okay, as you go on this software, you're gonna use it occasionally. what are you gonna do? Your phone has the ability for you to put, this is a test one, okay? And I'm gonna show you a little bit of tricks. Okay, this is a test one. So your contacts, when you go on them, you're gonna need to categorize them so that when it shows up on your phone, they're all categorized. And let me show you how, what it looks like when you're categorized, okay? See here, here's all the categories that I have, okay? So here's all the categories that I have, and you'll be able to have categories such as past customers, business.
I don't have any.
No. Stop paying attention. Okay, so we have this screen right here. So we're putting one person in and we're looking through our database here. Jose, Chuy, Tesla, Yadira. So you're gonna go through your contact. I have 6,000. It took me a long time to do it. I didn't do it in one day. You guys are starting off, so it'll be easy for you. And what you do is you go in here and you could put notes. But what I do is I put notes here, and I'm gonna show you the trick. I put notes here, I say, hi, how are you doing today? This is, Mr. Joe Lopez. He's buying a house, need to follow up with him in a couple of days. Put it in my notes, my phone, and voila, it shows up right there because it's synchronized. That's big. So now you go in there and you say, okay, I want to categorize it. I want to add a tag. They call them tags. So it could be a business, it could be a customer, depending on your categories. You haven't done them yet, but this is gonna be your homework. You could put it as a realtor, past customer, personal. If I put it under personal, now it's categorized under personal and prospect. So I can pull up all my personals and it'll pop up. Or I can pull up all my prospects and pop up. Sometimes I have a realtor that's a customer, that's also a past customer. So they're categorized in different places. So I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna leave just prospect. Now, say for instance, I added a tag that I don't have a lot of, like attorneys and CPAs. Wish I had more of them, so. I categorize them as a prospect, but also as an attorney CPA. How does this work? Okay, you go into your tags. And you say, you know what, I want to pull up all my attorneys and CPAs. I only have 5. And this one showed up right there. New buyer. Because he's under attorneys and CPAs.
Well, that's what I want to see.
Now, this is neat because you could categorize them and pull them out. Like, say, for instance, I want to send an email and a video to all my past customers. Now, these over here, you're gonna customize yourself. You're gonna put appraisers, attorneys, business, customer, friend, lenders, realtors, whatever you want. But let's say, for instance, I want to send out to my past customers. I want to send an email and a video to my past customers. Where is it at? Okay, here they are. I have 659. So now I could easily send something to all these 659 past customers that I have fast. Now, if I didn't have them categorized, I would go crazy trying to find all my past customers to send them something. It will be a task in itself. But we talked about the fundamentals at the beginning. Having a database, putting your contacts in there. Now we gotta categorize them to show what they are. And it's important because just imagine if you've got a list. And this list had 600 people in it. If you put it in there, it's gonna be mixed with everything. And you're gonna say, oh man, who are these people? No, the 600 that go in, you categorize them as Brentwood list or open house list. So now you have those categorized. And if you want to send something to your open house customers, you could send something out to them. So you categorize. So you see where the benefit comes in once you categorize them. But the hard work is putting it in and doing this. Well, today you got to do the most hardest one. Everything that's on your phone is now up there. Now you're like, okay, so I have 600 or 1,200. You mean to tell me I gotta go through every single one of them and categorize them? Well, if you want it to be effective for you, yes. And it's better you start now than, say for instance, Frank, if you started with Frank's database of 5,000, that would be a lot of work. So the homework is gonna be the following. You guys already did this. For those that haven't connected, you get your password and come to me and we'll do it again. Okay, so this is how you categorize them. Okay? Here, and here's your tags. Now, if you want to do new tags, you do new tags. No worries. You could add more tags or have less tags. You could delete the tags. So I want you to come up with 10, at least 10 tags. Past customer, seller, buyer, lender, bank, personal, whatever you want to, okay? So now that we know how to categorize them, what else can you do here? Every email that you send through Gmail, it captures their information and it will add it to you. Like this one, I don't have no tag because these are new people I met over the weekend. So I got to work on that one. But if we go to here, it automatically picks up their email and updates their contact because it's synchronized with Gmail. So this is really cool. Then if you have duplicates, it'll help you as an assistant. It'll help you with your duplicates to say, is this the same person? Yeah, it looks like the same person. Let's merge it. Okay, so you do this. That's it. People that have found their email signature, like I told you, it finds their email signature and it updates it if it has a Gmail email. Okay, that's why Gmail synchronizes really good. Then you can do cleanup. Sometimes you have to do certain things. Okay, whatever. Updates. Everybody gets updates and it updates. It gets their LinkedIn. Sometimes it gets their social media. It gets information, their website, and it says, hey, we have some updates for you without doing nothing. Great. Now let's go back to contacts. This is free if you have less than 1,000 contacts. It is free if it's less than 100 contacts. If it's more than 100 contacts and you want to synchronize more than one, like everybody right here is just synchronizing their iCloud, and you probably have 1,000 or less. Great, it's free for you. If you want to synchronize another additional one or two additional one, then it's going to cost you $99 a year. A year. You don't have to. You could, but it also gives you 1,000 scanned business cards. So you could take a picture of a business card. AI will transform everything and put it into your database. Boom. And it'll tell you like this. This is what it'll tell you. Business cards. All these 150 are cards that I got business cards from, and I scanned it, and they just put everything up there. And it's good to have it because you remember who you talked to and the business, et cetera, et cetera. Again, this comes with the paid option. You get 1,000 scans. So you could, maybe if you have a stack of business cards, you could put them up there. If you want to build your database, this is how you do it. Okay. So besides that, you got updates, birthdays, duplicates. That's basically it. It does integrate with different apps. So some of them work better than others. The Contact Plus for Gmail is really good. And the Contact Plus for iOS is really good. Now, there's an app that you can download. It's also on your app store. Please download it because through that app, that's where you're going to be able to scan the picture and then it'll put it into your contacts right away. So how many of you have stacks of business cards that you've maybe met people throughout the years and you have it there? You're like, oh man, I know a lot of people, but it's just there. They're there. Here, you can scan it, put it up, categorize it, and say, you know what, I'm going to follow up with my friends or my past customers or whatever. So today's class is over now. I'm going to open up for questions and answers. But the fundamental first, as we said, to get a CRM going is to get everything from your phone. Now we could export, and I'll teach you, that'll be our next class. You could export all these any way you want. I could export 6,900 contacts. I could export them into Command. And now I can start working with Command. So what this does, it's an easy way of you meeting somebody, putting it in your phone, boom, it pops up there. I meet somebody else, I scan their card, boom, it pops up there. I'm synchronizing it. So now I have my database up to date without having to go in there and update it. Now that I have it up to date, guess what? I want to send something to my past customers. I look for my past customer and I send something to my past customer. I get something else, I send them to my prospects. I send them to my open house. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Now, the command, we have to put a list and contacts in there for it to be effective. But this was the first step. Did everybody already get this done? I need to work with you. The two-step verification for your phone. Sometimes it's tricky. You can call me. We can do it on Zoom if you want. And for you, tomorrow we're meeting. You bring the password. We'll set you up so that everything on your phone can go up there and then you can have it ready. But we didn't do it last time with Sandra? No, okay, we only did it with her, huh? Okay. All right, so now I'm open to questions that you may have, concerns, thoughts. Any critics? Anything? Anybody? We're good?
Yeah.
We're good?
Thank you.
All right, so your homework is to go down your list on your computer and make labels. Label 1 is
What
gonna
is
be
CRM?
past customer. Label
CRM
2 is
is,
gonna be business. Label 3 is gonna be open house.
Sure.
Label
your CRM stands for contact
relationship management.
management, contact relationship management.
Yes. So we're gonna, again, the homework, so when we come, next week, we're prepared. We're gonna go in, create labels, business, past customer, open house, seller, friends, family. And then we're gonna go through our contacts and we're gonna label them. Okay? And if you get stuck somewhere, call me, no problem, I will help you out. Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry that I went over a few minutes.